Signs of your twin flame thinking of you are everywhere, if only you know where to look for them. When it comes to the twin flame connection, we are always deeply energetically bound to our twin flame. This means that when our twin flame is strongly feeling something, especially when it is related to us or when they are constantly thinking about us, there are very specific ways, signs that tell us that they are thinking of us or missing us or feeling a certain way about us. In this video, I am going to show you how to recognize and interpret these signs that could be thought of as energetic love notes from your twin flame. But first, let me introduce myself. My name is Infinity, and this is Magnetize Yourself, where we talk about life, love, spirituality, and of course, the law of attraction. Signs of your twin flame thinking of you or missing you. One sign that happens when your twin flame is thinking of you constantly is you will feel their presence in the room when they're not there. In a way, you will feel their energy all over your body, in the room with you, going with you everywhere you go, even if they are miles and miles away. Sometimes this energy can feel like a heaviness hanging over you. It can feel like there's someone looking over your shoulder, not in a negative, unwanted way, but in a comforting, familiar kind of way. A way as if you are always feeling supported, comforted by this presence, even when you can't see it. A way in which somehow you know without knowing, which is what we call intuition, that your twin flame is watching you from a distance, observing you, supporting you in your growth, even as they may not be physically present. The second way you can know your twin flame is thinking of you constantly is if you are finding yourself thinking of them constantly. With twin flames, I find that the energy often moves into a very obsessive space. This is simply because the connection is so deep, so profound, so energy shaking and ground breaking, that it's almost impossible for it not to become obsessive at times. You will feel as if your twin flame is popping into your mind all day long, sometimes at times when you are trying to do something else, at times when it almost feels just like a distraction. I find that twin flames tend to find themselves drifting back to the thought of their twin. It's as if this thought becomes their set point. Every time they try to think about something else, work, schoolwork, a task at hand, grocery shopping, driving, whenever their mind is trying to focus upon a different task, it is always pulled back to their twin flame like a magnet. In fact, you may find that the more you resist these thoughts of your twin flame, the more you try to push them out of your mind, the more you are drawn to them. The same is true when you try to quite literally push your twin flame away within the connection. There is this constant push-pull energy taking place between twin flames. So you may find that in that moment, you are most trying to evade the connection, that you are most trying to push them away, is the time in which they come back into your life. Because again, when your twin flame senses you pushing them away, it will actually cause them to pull back. Which again is what causes the runner-chaser dynamic to begin with, but is also what causes the strange experience of the runner-chaser dynamic flipping, where the runner becomes the chaser or the chaser becomes the runner. Another sign that your twin flame is thinking about you is you feel strange physical sensations in your body. I find we are most susceptible to receiving this particular sign as we're falling asleep or as we're waking up in the morning. As you're trying to fall asleep, as your mind is drifting off into sleep, you may feel suddenly as if your twin flame is laying beside you. You may even feel the weight of their body next to yours. You may feel their hand in yours, or a kind of tingling sensation in your fingers as if their fingers are latching onto yours. But you know this is impossible because you're alone in the room. You may feel their embrace as if their arms are wrapped around you, the warmth of that, the sensations of that embrace, despite them being miles away. I call these phantom touches, and although it is possible to experience these energetic touches, these sensations in our body in any connection, they are greatly intensified for twin flames because of the depth of the energetic bond between us. Another sign that your twin flame is thinking about you a lot is you experience sudden flashbacks of conversations. I'm sure you know from experience that when you do or say something that leaves an impression on you, there's a tendency to continue running through that interaction in your mind for days, weeks, or even months to come. The interesting thing with twin flames, because of how connected we are to one another, is when you have some kind of interaction with your twin flame, even a very small interaction, it leaves such a deep and profound impression upon each of you that your twin flame may find themselves replaying this scenario, this conversation, even this small touch, this small glance you shared between the two of you over and over. As they emanate that energy toward you, of them replaying that scenario over and over, you will actually subconsciously pick up on it. And if they are constantly thinking about interacting with you in this way, you may receive it in the form of these sudden, seemingly random flashes that you could call flashbacks. And to you, it might be confusing because what left a very deep impression on your twin flame may have not been the exact same moments that left an impression on you. So, for example, your twin flame may be thinking heavily over and over of one particular thing you said to them. You may not even hardly remember saying this thing, but because they are thinking of it so frequently, it will flash back into your brain at the most random times. This could be considered a message from your twin flame that they are thinking of you constantly, that they are replaying this scenario, this conversation in their mind so much that it has now emanated outward and reached you in an energetic form, and you are now consciously interpreting it. Another sign of your twin flame constantly thinking about you and this sign particularly connects to them missing you, is you will suddenly feel very sad out of nowhere. You will feel a form of deep heartache, loneliness, a feeling as if you want to reach out to them. And of course, it's natural for both parties in a twin flame connection to feel this during separation, but you can know that these feelings of missing you are actually coming from your twin flame. When they happen suddenly and randomly, at a time when you are participating in some other kind of activity, when you are very distracted and you suddenly find yourself just pummeled, almost knocked over by this wave of sadness or loneliness, and it is attached to the name or face of your twin flame, you can know this is your twin flame missing you, a sign that they are missing you. Another sign that your twin flame is thinking about you, and I will leave this as the final sign. This is one of the stranger signs, but if you suddenly see within your mind a very small facial expression from your twin flame, so maybe you're going about your day and suddenly in your mind you see them smiling in a very certain way, or you see them looking at you, again, all within your own mind. This may actually be a message they are trying to transmit to you through the form of this imaginary facial expression or eye contact, because predominantly the communication that takes place between twin flames is nonverbal. It is through the eyes, through the exchange of emotions. It is energetic, it is body language. So sometimes when your twin flame wants to send you a message that they are thinking about you, they will do so in the form of you thinking of a very particular facial expression that they once showed to you, a way they smiled at you, a way they looked at you. And when this comes at a random time into your mind during the day, sometimes this is a message from your twin flame, a sign that they have been thinking about you in that way, and the only way they can truly express their emotions in that moment is through your own memory of some way they looked at you, smiled at you, spoke to you, gestured toward you, some small eye contact exchange that was happening between the two of you at some profound moment. Through that memory being transmitted from them to you, they are trying to transmit some kind of message that they feel cannot be put into words, a message that they are thinking about you or supporting you or missing you at that time. I hope this video was helpful for you in identifying some of the strange thoughts and sensations that could actually be signs that your twin flame is perpetually thinking about you, because again, within this connection, we are always supporting one another, even though it is often at a distance, especially in the initial stages of this connection. How many of these signs did you relate to? Leave me a comment below and let me know. As I always say, I love nothing more than reading all of your stories and experiences, and I just absolutely adore this community we are building here. We are consciously creating here together. So if that resonates with you, I hope you will subscribe to this channel. If you'd like to dive deeper into your own twin flame healing, which is truly an inner healing journey, a journey of self-love, self-acceptance, and our own spiritual growth and expansion that then attracts our twin flame magnetically, I have created a 7-chakra twin flame clearing subliminal affirmations track designed to assist you in this inner growth and healing. This is available in a conscious spoken version, as well as a subliminal version in music, rain sounds, ocean waves, and white noise. This is a very powerful tool for reprogramming your subconscious mind, magnetizing your energy for your twin flame through your own inner growth and healing. You can access this track completely free for 7 days, and the reason I offer this 7-day free trial on my subliminal site is because I am so passionate about the power of subliminals, and I know that most people begin to experience massive energetic shifts within this very first 7 days of listening. So to begin accessing that subliminal, check the pinned comment or the description box of this video. Thank you again for joining me here on this